Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, children of all ages, welcome to another game day, game night, game afternoon, whatever. Holy crap. I should probably get off. Let's see here. Boom. There we are. Cheers and salutations. Um, I'm your friendly neighborhood sin merchant, the old humble guy himself. There we are. Cheers and salutations. Welcome to our game day. We are playing through France on Conflict of Nations. We are at 4x speed, hence the 4x's 1, 2, 3, 4 surrounding France. And without further ado, let's get into it. This is the map as we see it right now. I am looking at, what am I looking at? I am looking at Athens. So this game, oh my God, it goes so fast. This game is just racing. It races so damn fast. Let me give you updates of what's going on in the map. Let's zoom out a bit. So we've got our coalition here, and we are a pipe swinging bunch of sons of bitches, is what we are. We've got Mali, who is our African anchor. France is me, anchoring the western end of the alliance. Germany here in the center. Poland is also allied with us, anchoring the east. And then we've got Norway in the north, who is currently moving through Sweden and making his way toward Finland. We are currently at war with the Hummus Coalition, apparently, which is Greece, Egypt. Who the hell else are they? Where is the Hummus Coalition? Hummus fighters. They are Egypt, Turkey, Finland, Greece, and Romania. So these guys here, Egypt, Turkey, Romania, Greece. Greece is just about wiped out of the game. They're just about a stain on the map. Egypt, Turkey, Greece, Romania, and Finland, which is up there. Let's make this. I got to make this full screen so I can see better. Okay, and I have this in the wrong screen. Let's make the game screen bigger. Boop. There's the great game screen. In fact, let's make the game screen full screen. Because y'all don't need to see my ugly old mug. So that's what's happening right now. We're at war with Finland, Romania, Greece, Turkey, Egypt. Egypt made the mistake of sending a bunch of bombers into Germany. They're about to get wiped off the map because Germany just said, "We ain't having that," and they're about to attack the capital of Egypt. They're sending units into the capital. In fact, they have sent units into the capital. They have taken Cairo. That's what you get, bud. Greece made the mistake of declaring war first. I sent one unit in and took their capital. And when I took their capital, all their cities that they had conquered through the Balkans rebelled. Romania has kept their nose down and their mouth shut, but they're known in the strategic war world as next. And it appears that Poland is sweeping west. Looks like we have a solid coalition. It looks like they're going to be sweeping west. I am currently catching my economic breath, building up my arms industries to the point where everybody's at a level 2. New conquests are being built to level 1. And I need to get all of the level 1s also up to level 2. I had that set and I accidentally turned it off. So let's get these guys all up to level 2 level. Army base recruiting. I've screwed something up. Great. Athens. Is that the one? Level 1, level 2. Arms industry gets you up. Next. This will just take 1 second because I want to show you what the next thing that's happening. Um, I'm catching my breath over here. As soon as we get our arms industry up, everything's up and stabilized. As soon as the economy and this will all take the end of the day basically. And I've got work to do later today. I'm heading up to the distillery in just a few minutes, and then I have some deliveries that need to be made around town. Valencia, and then finally Madrid. That's why, because Madrid is a brand new conquest. That's why Madrid wasn't on the list. Let's get these guys up and functioning. And I do have one more conquest in Spain that is not quite settled down. And that'll be Malaga. I'm massing my units here in Malaga to take the final Spanish stronghold, and they will be cleaned up momentarily. Tangiers and Morocco. Algeria is taking care of Morocco, but Mali is about to start taking care of Tangiers, or of Algeria, and they're cleaning up Nigeria. They're focusing their efforts quite nicely in the south, which is cool. What the hell is going on with Angola? What's going on here? Is Angola attacking or being attacked? Cameroon? Who is flying? What the hell is going on down here? Angola is sending reinforcements to Nigeria. I guess they're in a pact together. Nigeria, Angola. Let's see here. It shouldn't be hard to find out. Yeah, they're okay. So that explains that they're in a pact. So they're going to get cleaned up. This will all get cleaned up pretty quick. And if these guys need a hand, they will get a hand. Little bit of a mess down here. That's fine. Things get a little bit messy. This map, holy crap, this runs so fast. You can overrun an entire country in the course of 6 hours. I'm not leaving off of my radar England and Italy. I do want to double check and see if we've had any coups occur. Military units. Novi Sad has fallen. Greece. Germany has occupied the Greek city of Novi Sad. Pristina, active war. Suriname versus Cuba. Cuba versus Suriname. Interesting. Myanmar, Madrid fell. That was me. Yay. What I'm looking for is military coup. We should be coming to the point where we will have military coups popping up across the map. I know that happens right at the 36-hour mark in the regular speed game, but that has not yet happened, it appears. 36 hours in real life times 4 is 130, 36 times 4, 144. So that's day 12 divided by 12. That would be day 12. We are still on day 7. So we got a few more days to go in real game time before we start seeing coups, I suppose, and real players dropping. So still want to keep my eye on that because I want to see who that's going to tell us what positions are non-player states. And partly because I am sending my fleets, my transport fleet, already heading over to the United States to try and get a stronghold in Washington, D.C. I'm not seeing a lot of action over here. There's some action happening in the Caribbean Basin with Cuba, Suriname here. There's a lot of action going on in South America, Brazil, Paraguay, Uruguay, Colombia, Argentina, these guys. There's a lot of action going on down here. A little bit of action going on here in the central states. Guatemala, Honduras, Mexico. I don't understand exactly what's happening because these are non-player states that appear to be acting aggressively against Mexico. Guatemala is a computer player that has occupied land from Mexico. I don't ever remember seeing that happening in the past. Panama Canal is a computer player. Uh, Colombia is under attack from Brazil. I don't see Colombia taking. I don't know what the hell's happening. I don't understand what the hell's happening in South America right now. But because of the action going on in South America, that's a little bit confusing with non-player positions moving into player positions, uh, and just the general chaos that's going on down here between the play. I mean, they are duking it out, and that's cool. Let them duke it out. I'm fine with that. I am going to avoid Panama. I'm going to go into the United States because the United States and Canada and Quebec haven't done nothing. Neither has Mexico, for that matter. It doesn't appear that any of them have done anything. So I'm going to come over with what I hope is a fairly overwhelming uh, force for a non-player, for a dormant player state, because he is a level, he's a rookie. This appears to be his first or second game. Uh, I don't want to discount him because he could be on a non uh, a non his non primary, his secondary account. That's the word I'm trying to look for. Jesus, English people. Um, but that the goal, the intention is going to be take Washington D.C., annex Washington D.C., and use D.C. as my base to pump out more units and take the rest of the continent and move north and south, and then establish ports on the west coast, ports and air bases, so that we can accomplish the ultimate goal of nuking the Philippines. And again, not because I'm mad at the Philippines, but because I think it would be hilarious. I hope the little dude hangs out for the entire game. I really do. I hope he makes it to the point where I can nuke the shit out of him because it's going to be funny. Yeah, I think it's going to be absolutely funny. Um, once we start taking the United States positions and moving across, uh, we're going to get some. We're going to start rolling in some serious jack. Um, but again, this game moves extremely quickly. We could get invaded by UK or Italy really fast, and it would be the end of the game before breakfast. So, uh, while I'm building up the economics here, I am planning on bolstering my borders a little bit and pushing out to eliminate threats both north and south, and maybe throwing an expeditionary force into Africa, just see just to see if we can. There's not a lot of action going on the research side because I don't have any resources to research with. I can't upgrade my infantry. I can't upgrade my combat recon vehicles. I can't invest in main battle tanks. I do have air support or air superiority, uh, and my air superiority research has been completed, but I can't do anything with it yet. Um, I wonder if I can build a couple of jets. I think I only have the one airport that can, yeah, in Paris, and maybe I can build me a couple of jets real quick because we do have a little bit of irritation going on. I have no cash, but I have the resources. We do have a little bit of irritation coming on from from Egypt with their bombers. So a couple of air superiority jets to be able to scramble and throw at the problem would not hurt. It's just going to take a little while uh, to get the pieces and resources in place to get that done. I do have ships. My boats are being built already. We look at our city list, our build list. We've got our first boat coming out of Marseille, which will establish my Mediterranean fleet, and it will also stop any further incursions from African states like Egypt from coming north by just simply destroying their transports. What else do we have kicking right now? Okay, so let's look back over at the build queue. I don't have offensive ground forces or air forces being built right now because I am focusing almost all my energy on getting my economics up to snuff and running the way they should be running. I will have a couple of jets being built, um, the corvettes to protect our shipping lines between North America and Western Europe, and of course those corvettes will also be very handy in the siege of England when that starts, because all of their cities are accessible by sea, as are all of Italy's cities accessible by sea. And we will take out most or all of their units when it comes time to do it. I do know, I mean, based on how I started and how they started, I have an idea of what the UK has. I also have an idea of what Italy has. I don't think Italy is active in the game, and I'm pretty sure after taking Ireland, the UK is no longer active in the game either. Let's take a look real quick down here at what's going on in Spain. At 1316, which is roughly 45 minutes from now, which is about 10 minutes in real life time. These guys will be ready to take out Malaga, the last stronghold of Spain. And Spain will be officially done, and I will be at peace with the world, except for Greece. I think I'm at war with Greece still. Let's look and see what we got. I'm at war with Greece, Portugal. Where the hell does Portugal have land? Where the hell is Portugal even at? Nation. Portugal. Wait, let's start with people I'm at war with. Where is Portugal even at? Other direction. Portugal has 2 victory points. It means they got some fucking island somewhere that's just floating out there in the water, doing nothing, being dumb. Is that Portugal? That's Spain. I'm going to have to take this out too. Shit. Okay, I'm going to have to take that from Spain. Where else does Portugal have land? Where will Portugal have land? I'm going to have to find them on the damn map. Unless they had 2 victory points from land that was just recently taken. Oh, God, it's got to be, it's probably, if I haven't completely wiped them out, it's because they've got some stupid port off some stupid coastline, some stupid place in the world, and I'm going to have to go hunt them down. That's not them. Dumb Portugal. God, why you got to be so dumb, Portugal? This is why nobody likes you. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter right now. Guam is its own place. Boy, wouldn't that make them nervous? Build, building an airfield in Guam, put a bunch of jets in Guam. I'm going to send him one message when we finally launch the attack. I'll just say, your cheese is ready for delivery, sir. It's going to be so funny. Ah, I found it. I found it. It is some dumb island in the middle of some dumb place, off in the middle of some dumb nowhere. Dumb Portugal. All right. I'm going to come kill you now, buddy. Just how it is. You. Can't use you. How about you? You are in the so let's go take Spain first. That. You turn around and go back there, and then I will go finish off Portugal. You know, I probably should have used one of these when I'm done, but I am impatient. We've got these 3 guys here waiting to go into Italy for. I mean, I don't really think I'm going to invade Italy from this direction. at this time. Really probably should send those guys over to the United States too. But what I'm going to do is instead of going to the United States first, I'll send them down here to attack Praia. Praia? Fine, whatever. I'll go get that. Then I will send them off to the United States. And having a lot of ground forces over here will be very helpful because there's a lot of territory here. Be able to fan them out and spread them out across the continent. That will be very helpful, very good. I can grab a lot of territory really quickly, which is exactly what I need to do. I need to grab a lot of territory really fast, and I really need to upgrade the engine on these infantry units so that they can move faster. So that'll be the first step of things that I need to do is upgrade these guys. Once we get all of our economic buildings, or the economic buildings that I want to have at this stage upgraded, then I'm going to upgrade them all some more. I want to get all of my industry that I have in Western Europe and I guess North America too. Once we and this could go completely tits up when I land. I assume he's only got what he should have is 2 recon vehicles, an infantry, and a jet. That is what he should have in DC. In New York, he'll probably have one of each, 1 recon vehicle and 1 infantry. That is what I'm kind of hoping that he has. That's what I'm expecting him to have. So I should be able to beat the piss out of him and in this pretty quick, take his capital and be done. That should be landing 2 or 3 times what. So that should be a good starting point for this particular war with the United States versus France. And then the cheese will begin to flow through North America. Behold the power of cheese. And that's it for now. That's it. I don't have anything else. This is the frenetic pace of this game happens in between orders that will be given. Next, once we get our foothold in the United States established, it should be time for me to build up another round of troops, a 3rd wave. I'll have a couple of artillery units, a bunch of armor, a bunch of infantry, and then we'll do what we can to sweep through Italy. Should be able to mass up troops on the border and have a large enough stack that I can just knock them down one at a time. I'll need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's Malta. That's all by itself. So I'll need 7 entry. But by the time I'm down at the end of Italy, the toe of Italy, the first couple of cities, Milan and Venice, should be pacified. So we'll just have to see how it goes. In fact, I'm going to start that build order now. We will go from Paris, Strasbourg, up to here, and we will mobilize first off a wave of armor, and then a wave of infantry. All right, let those guys kick it. Old school. Everything old about this school is me. Now that should have things done in a few days in game time. If it even registered, did it register the bill? I don't think it registered the build. Come on, guys. There they are. All right, so this says 7 days, 6 days, 7 days, which would basically be a day and a half. It'll be done by lunchtime tomorrow, evening time tomorrow. By the time our 100th episode airs, it'll be done by the time the 100th episode airs, which is awesome and super exciting and fun. Our 100th episode is the celebration of 100 episodes of our quarantine happy hour, and then we will change the format of our quarantine happy hour and begin just doing an Old Humble happy hour from the distillery. Hopefully, that's the plan at least. When we start having live music, sometime in August or September. Fingers crossed that we can get this build out started and cracking. Which reminds me, I need to reach out to another one of my contractors who I still haven't heard from, and then basically just get started on the build out. So, you got questions, you got answers. We have answers. You have questions, we have answers. Because I am in the solutions business. Those solutions just so happen to be about 40%, 45% alcohol by volume. Because I am the owner and proprietor of the Old Humble Distilling Company, I make delicious whiskey. If you are old enough, you are welcome to partake with us. You must drink responsibly. That is our request. If you're not old enough, then just enjoy the game. Don't be silly. Enjoy the game. There's no age restriction on this, but it is not made for kids because I do occasionally say shit that little kids should not hear. By occasionally, I mean frequently. Okay, so I want to get this started. How much longer do we have to wait? 13:47, about 7 minutes in real time. And then we can launch the attack and wipe out Spain. Finally, once and for all, end the empanada scourge. I don't know. Does Spain do empanadas? I think they do. I'm going to say they do because that sounds cool. Now, these guys will be in the United States. Day 8, 7/11.21. Estimated arrival time 17 hours and 56 minutes. So let's call it 18 hours divided by 4 would be 4 hours and 4.5 hours. So right about the time that I'm showing up in the store today that I'm doing my tasting in, these guys will be showing up on the shores of Washington, D.C., bringing the liberation, the French liberation and cheese to the poor, oppressed people of the United States. And then they will know the taste of freedom and the power of cheese. Our wines are superior to Italy's wines, and we will show them. Our cheeses are superior to the filthy cheddar. Our brandy is better than the United Kingdom. I don't want to say it's better than the United Kingdom's whiskey. Tell you what, we're going to be invading the United States and bringing their whiskey back, going through France and into the United Kingdom and showing the United Kingdom that we are the superior breed of Knigget. Vive la France. That is facts. Vive la France. Viva la France, indeed. Probably ought to reach out to my boy down here in Mali and make sure he's doing okay. Just send him a quick message. With Nigeria. Send the message. Make sure he's doing fine. I'm pretty sure there are a couple of chump players. We are, I've said this before, our coalition consists of the highest ranked players in the game, basically. We know, well, he's level 20. He's no slouch. He's played a few games. Come on, give me Angola. See what he's got. He may be a slouch. Oh, there he's taking a couple of pipe swinging mothers. Uh, I think he should be okay. He's got strategic position on Nigeria. Nigeria doesn't have any more homeland cities, so he's. I think the technical term is fucked. He only has Abuja left, which is his capital city, and that capital city is about to fall. So I'm feeling good about my boys' chances against Nigeria. And then Cameroon is in between Nigeria and Angola. Let's see what Cameroon is also in the coalition. And I think Cameroon is the Swahili word for next. This is a homeland province. This is Congo, which is, well, Cameroon has not touched Congo. Have they touched Congo? Yeah, they have actually. They have surrounded, engulfed, they've engulfed the Democratic Republic of Congo, which it looks suspiciously like Dr. Congo. They've engulfed the Congo, the Democratic Republic of Congo, and it looks like they're reeling them in. But Angola down here, what is Angola doing? Angola appears to have swept east, and aha, they are fighting against South Africa. So it would appear, you know, what would really fuck up South Africa? A strategic of units. You would not be expecting that. So maybe I'll take those units that I'm sending to clean up instead of sending them to America. These final cleanup units. Maybe I'll just drop them down on the coast and, well, we'll see. We'll see what my boy has to say. Uh, Angola. See, we're not fighting in South Africa yet, and a really good uh, strategy in these games is when you have somebody at war with somebody else. It is usually best to let them continue fighting and not help them win that war. If, for example, I'm fighting against Spain and Spain's fighting against Tunisia, I'm not going to go kick Tunisia's ass. I'm going to let Tunisia and Spain be at war, and then, focus on Spain. Uh, that is usually a good, just a basic principle. If your enemy is shooting himself in the foot, you don't take away his bullets. You give him more, and that is especially in a game like this where when you're at war with somebody, it lowers your nation's morale and it lowers your nation's ability to generate economic income. So if Mali is here fighting Nigeria and Cameroon and Angola is also fighting South Africa. Well, I'm not going to go fight South Africa. I'm going to let Angola and South Africa be at war. Let them be at war. We'll focus on Angola, make him fight two people. Same thing with Cameroon. If he's at war with Congo, we're not going to mess with Congo. We're going to let Congo stay at war with Cameroon. And then Chad. Oh, Chad. What's your story, bud? He's at war with Nigeria and Kenya. Well, that's another one. We would not fight Chad. We should not fight Chad because Nigeria and Mali are fighting. Let Chad and Nigeria be at war, and then that will impact Nigeria's economic progress, and that's fine. That helps us significantly. Because if they're at 60% of economic output, well, now you don't have to take out as many cities because they've already taken out a third of their own cities. India has made their way into the African continent. That's troublesome. That's extremely troublesome. But that's also not uncommon. In as I've watched the strategy play out in these games, Africa is big and it has a lot of countries in it, and it tends to be a rather soft target for invasion from the east. So we need to keep our eye on that and make sure they don't get any further in. But here's another fun fact: if you take out the capital, all these far-flung regions or all these far-flung cities tend to revolt and rebel. So it's not exactly a house of cards, but you really do need to defend your homeland, especially in a game like this where you can just get a right hook thrown from clear out of the blue. I mean, somebody like, well, hell, somebody like France can load up a bunch of transport ships and send them over and drop them on your capital, and poof, before breakfast is done being served, you are boned. So, if you let's look at the layout of victory points right now. See where everybody stands. We have climbed up into the top four. India is making great strides, but look there, top three of the top four. Yep, that's our alliance. Myanmar, India round out the top five with 1 and 5. So we've got our three, Mali and Norway. There they are. We are. Yeah. This is. We're in good shape right now. Is what I'm trying to say. And as long as Mali can hold his own on the continent down there, it's in very short order. When we break the lines up here in the north and up here and down here in the south, when we break these lines up here in the north in Finland and down here in the south between Egypt and Turkey, there is a vast territory of open land. And once they start rolling east and they encounter India, India is going to have some problems. And that's good. That's good for us. That's good for them. That may make things easier on Mali, but as long as Mali still has a single front and they're not throwing significant air power at him or waterborne threats, I think he's in fairly good shape. It's going to be very helpful when we neutralize Algeria, because Algeria and England are allied. It will be very helpful when it comes time to neutralize Algeria for Mali. So that will be the next. once we, France, gets a foothold over there in North America, and begins to expand out into North America, then I'll be able to turn my attention back here with my third wave of units and solidify my position with the United Kingdom and Italy. So there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, children of all ages, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Is it time to fight? It is time to invade Malaga. Let's go. I've got two armors and 1 infantry. He's got 1 armor and 2 infantry. 34 versus 47. But my offense, I think my offense is 9. And my defense is 10. His offense is shit. I really should wait. I'm gonna get my ass handed to me on this. It's 1420. 5 more minutes. I'll have my units together and we'll be able to launch that attack. It should improve both my offense and defense to be able to go against him. Jeez, come on, dude. Spain, God, it takes so long. So there you go. Here's a fun thing that just amuses me to no end. The people, the fuck your feelings people, the people who are like, oh, I'm just an asshole, blah blah blah. It's always just the cutest, most adorable thing when they get offended over the just dumbest crap. When it, they just have to insist that Santa Claus is a white guy. You know how I said this wasn't a kid show? Here, this is one of those things. Like, Santa Claus is a make-believe character. Like, he can literally be anybody you want. When Marvel made the first Thor movie, and Heimdall was a black guy, and uh, uh, the Brothers Grimm, not the Brothers Grimm, the Falstaff and the brothers, they're not the Brothers Grimm. What the hell were they? Um, the shit, Thor's buddies. Thor's buddies, brothers. I don't know what they were called. The brothers, Warriors 3. Yeah, you had uh, Hogan, I believe, was the one. Everybody was like, "Oh, he's Asian. They can't have Asian people from Norway. That's ridiculous. There's no black guys in Norway. How can Heimdall be black and blah blah?" I'm like, dude, they're fucking make believe characters. They don't exist in real life. They're stories. Yeah, sure, they're stories based on Norse mythology, but they're stories. You can change the story. They're made up stories. You can literally change the story. The story, Cruella could be, uh, she could be Spanish. She could be a Hispanic chick. She could be Canadian. She could be Nigerian. She could be literally anybody because she doesn't exist in real life. It's not like it's based on a true story. It's not like it's a fucking documentary. And these people, they get so goddamn offended. Like Snow White's gonna be Puerto Rican now. She's supposed to be Snow White. She's supposed to be what? She doesn't fucking exist. It's just ridiculous. They get all, oh, you just changed the damn story to nah, 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 nah. It's a story. It's just supposed to be able to change a story. That's what the imagination does. It changes the story. How the fuck do you get offended when somebody changes the I see, because you get offended because now the story doesn't reflect you. Oh yeah. So what about all the other billions of people in the world who the story doesn't reflect them? I mean, think that might have been a problem? Think it's a problem for anybody else? I mean, you know, sure. Snow White was I don't know what, a Norwegian chick, North France, whatever fuck Snow White was. She was also kind of abused, I think. Probably, I think in the original story, she got like the original story, she got raped a lot by wasn't that the one? No, Sleeping Beauty was the one that got raped in the woods and made pregnant while she was laying in the coffin by the prince, and then she woke up after having babies while she was in a coma. Oh, but God forbid you make Snow White Puerto Rican, uh, because like, God, people just fucking chill out. I mean, of all the dumb things to get offended over, and especially if you bill yourself as one of those like, fuck your feelings, I'm a tough guy. You're a tough guy who's getting offended over Snow White. I mean, really, really, really. I mean, that's the hill you're going to die on. That's the one you're going to defend. That like Snow White's not white enough. Come on, man. Absolutely pathetic. The idea, the idea that people spend that much mental energy worrying about the ethnicity of make believe characters. Not even the ethnicity, the color of make believe characters' skin is just so fucking pathetic. I won't understand. I not only can I not understand it, I I, I mean, I'm sure if somebody could come up with a decent explanation, I'm sure I would understand it. But I fail to see any logical way that there's a decent explanation for people being that upset and that butthurt over something that is so silly and fictitious. I mean, it's just silliness. I don't understand it. I would love it if there was a way that somebody could make it make sense. But Cairo has fallen. That's good. All right, Germany has occupied Cairo. France, well, not France. What is that? Egypt. Egypt is about to fall. That's good. You know what I'm going to do? Just to be a jackass. Move. What do we got down here? I'm going to move Nigeria is good. That's Cameroon. Angola has their capital right here on the border. You know what we're going to do? You know what we're going to do? You know what we're going to do? We're going to be sneaky fucking. I'm telling you, guys. In an unprecedented attack from across the world, without even declaring war, the people of Angola are shocked that the French have entered their capital. That'll fucking neutralize them. That'll be awesome. Let's see here. What else they got over here? They've got a port. No airport. They've got an airport here. This is their only airport, it appears. Yep. That would appear. They pulled a lot of territory in from over here. Nope, that's Mozambique. I thought they controlled all the way west or east. They do not. That's Mozambique. Mozambique is making progress over here. Angola is just. What the hell's Angola even doing? Other than getting their ass kicked by South Africa. Why the hell are they paying any attention to Nigeria? Oh man. I may not even need to send troops over there to mess with these guys. May not even have to. But it'll be funny. It'll definitely be funny when it happens. All right, let's go check back on Spain. Get that mess cleaned up. There's a whole lot of fuck around to find out in this game, and I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm here for it. Like, let's see what'll happen. I don't know. Go for it. All right. So we've got 11 and 13. We've got a defense of 14 and 11. Let's take them. Let's do it. In the immortal words of Tone Loc. Let's do it. Ah, good times. You kids today. You should really know who these people are. It's sad that you don't. It really is. Marrakesh, Morocco. Good. All right. Let Algeria clean that mess up. All right, kids, neighbors, friends, brothers, sisters, countrymen. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to wrap this thing up. Saudi Arabia is almost off the map. They don't have much left. They don't have any cities, I don't think. Yeah, they do. They have a couple of cities left. Good. Good for them. Mecca has rebelled against their occupiers, who are Egypt. And Egypt's going to lose a lot of territory now that their capital has fallen. Oh man, this is fun. This is exciting. I'm enjoying this. I am absolutely thoroughly enjoying this. Libya is at war with Italy, but it does not appear that anything has actually happened in this war with Italy. They are in whatever alliance that is. He's a level 3 private. Privates. Come on, so what team? Come on, show me what we got. All right, so we got these guys in Brazil, Bolivia. Okay, Brazil and Bolivia and Chile. Oh, interesting. So the United Kingdom has joined with these guys over in the Americas. That's interesting. That's interesting. Algeria is no longer allied with England. So we got these guys, this Asian coalition, but from Saudi Arabia over to India and Myanmar and Japan and Pakistan. So we've got these guys. Then we've got us, North Europe, these Northern European and Mali coalition. And then these guys, China, Philippines. China and Philippines are now allied. Interesting. I'm gonna fuck them both up. That's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be awesome. Okay, cool. And then, cool. So, I guess I just have to have enough nukes for everybody. I wouldn't want anybody to feel left out. And Libya has a coalition of 1. Poor Libya. All right, so this is typically a mistake. These African coalitions tend to fall apart because they get pressured from the outside and somebody falls and the whole coalition collapses. So what's happening with this coalition, Cameroon, Kenya, Nigeria, and Angola, they're all related. They're all right next to each other. They border each other, as a matter of fact. And Mali is fighting against Nigeria and Angola, and South Africa is fighting against Angola. And these guys, best of luck to them, but it's usually easiest if there's just one victor in Africa to control the whole continent. It's just really hard to control the whole continent before somebody else comes in and starts to take off pieces of the continent, like what is happening with India and a few other folks right now. So it will be interesting to see how that all shakes out. India is coming in from the east. Germany is coming in from the north. So it'll be curious to see how that all shakes out. And then Greece, Egypt, Turkey, Romania. We know about these guys. They're under pressure right now. Greece and Finland. Greece is almost out. They've only got 4 cities left. Romania is. Finland is also on the ropes. Greece and Finland are both on the ropes. And then there's the last coalition of South Africa and Algeria. Where's Algeria? I know where Algeria is. It's here on the north coast of. Yeah, Algeria was formerly allied with England, and now they're allied with South Africa. That is interesting. That is extremely interesting. That's extremely interesting. Where is the capital of Algeria? Huh. Empty space, empty space. Algiers would be the capital. There it is. Hello. Interesting. Very interesting. I don't know what that means yet, but it's going to be an interesting thing to do. Hello, unknown out. Cheers. It's going to be very interesting to see if that becomes a development. I don't know. I don't know if that will even become a development. It may not have to because, Mali is taking care of things with the Central African coalition between these guys, Cameroon and Niger or Nigeria, Cameroon, Angola. interesting. This is the fun strategic. This is the strategic part, the game theory part that I just thoroughly enjoy. Um, I really do enjoy it because I'm fascinated to see what kind of strategies other people employ. Angola, Kenya, Nigeria, Cameroon. I'm fascinated to see what kind of strategy that other people employ. See, that's right here, right through Central Africa. I mean, there's like almost certainly not enough space for all three of them to. I mean, maybe it's one of those deals where everybody has everybody's back. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Uh, but cool. I mean, if it works, good for them. I mean, you're in a tight group, so you can really defend each other very well. Cameroon and Kenya and can push units all over the map. Uh, but I tend to not. I mean, I am currently allied with my neighbors. Literally, Germany and France share a border. Um, but I tend to think, and he is at war with Algeria. Hmm. He's not at war with Angola, but he is at war with Algeria. So what I'll do, what I'll do is I will just simply park these guys here. I'll park these guys here in Athens for now. Getting some laggy issues going on here. Oh, that's Germany's territory. Can't do anything with Germany's territory. Good. What about these guys? Dumb islands. Okay, I can do something about that. Need to clean up the grease problem. All this grease all over. So we'll clean it up. Attack there. Attack there. Attack there. These dumb Grecian islands. Yeah. Come on, attack right here. You, attack right here. Now, give me a waypoint. I'm just going to go around the bend here. I'll let Germany get the city. I don't need it. I don't think. A waypoint here. Do another waypoint here. Here. There. That should clean up a portion of the Grecian problem. Then if he still hasn't taken that city, I guess I can go take it for him. He's cleaning up most of the mainland stuff. While I have this unit floating around in the Aegean Sea there, I can take care of this is the Aegean Sea, right? I did get that right? Adriatic is over here. Yeah, that's the Adrian Sea because up there is the me and my damn geography. I'm better than this. Aegean. Aegean Sea is, yeah, that's the one around Greece. I'm not a dummy. I know some things. Anywho, all right, kids, we're going to wrap this up because I got work to do. So cheers and salutations. Enjoy your cheese. Vive la France. We will bring the glory, the power of cheese to the whole world. Uh-oh, what happened? What happened? Italy, Greece, Algeria. Come on. Load. Almost there. Oh my goodness. I think my internets are lagging. There we go. So cute. Check on progress down here in Malaga real quick since we're here. Yeah, we're going to wrap it up, call it a day. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, children of all ages, tune in Thursday for our 100th episode of the Quarantine Happy Hour. Hey, Tuna. Tuna, you're coming in just at the end of the show, man. I guess I can give you or just at the end of the stream, I guess I can give you a quick, well, you know what? I'm going to take a look real quick while I'm here. While we have you on our 4X, on our 4X game time with France, I'm going to take a quick look at Austria and see where we stand with the Austrian Empire that I'm building in real-time speed. Let's get that screen open. So here's what's happening over in Austria in real-time speed. We got attacked by Ukraine, and then Ukraine reached out and offered for peace. And I said, well, I'll happily have peace if you get out of my, you retreat out of my territory. And right about then is when he polished off the unit that he was attacking. And he said, well, I'm not even in your territory, because when he killed the unit, he also took my territory. So I responded by invading him, full on invasion. This is Austria. I'm here, stretched from, this is Austria right here in the middle where the arrow is, Vienna being my capital. I have taken Switzerland, Czech Republic, Slovakia. We are currently at war with Poland. I am actively poking him in the eye to teach him a lesson about going to war with me, or actually going to war with my allies. Germany attacked him first. Who's this? That is my people. I'm taking one of his cities. I'm taking Krakow from him. His 3 infantry at 32 hit points are attacking open land for some reason. So I am attacking him with my recon vehicle. Insert joke here, I guess, about Poland and their military expertise. We have units over here, Ukrainian units taking a poke at my units. It's a 6.3 hit points, and I have 9.5 hit points. The goal is to take that city from him. I also have units coming in over here, beginning the process of bombarding Kyiv. I enjoyed this game. This is a fun game. We have engaged in combat with the 5th Infantry Battalion in Kyiv. So there is somebody in Kyiv right now defending the city. And I am going to, over the course of the next several, probably days, quite honestly, continue to bombard Kyiv and hopefully knock him, if not out of the game, it will be he will have a mortal injury and be mortally wounded. He was busy attacking up here against Belarus. Offensive tensions grew when he sent units down here towards Budapest. I took Budapest, and this region here, I believe, is where I had my unit stationed, where he attacked me. It was either, I don't even know how to pronounce that. so I'm not going to try. I think it was here where the war actually started. I had a unit here. He attacked me and then asked for peace. Then he took out my unit. I took out his unit and then advanced all the way up. And I mean, he was on the list anyway. So, time to knock him out. That's the update from Austria. There's not a whole lot going on with Austria. Once we get this border stabilized, then my intention, assuming nothing else blows up on me, is to turn back east and consolidate territory through the Balkan Peninsula. Come on now. Consolidate territory back through here, through the Balkan Peninsula, Serbia, Bulgaria, Greece, Albania, and then finally move down into Italy and take control of Italy and smooth that out. Build myself a nice little Austrian empire. The goal in this particular game, we've got 4,255 victory points. My goal was simply to survive as Austria. I've done a fairly decent job surviving so far. We're on day 3. Jesus, day 3. This game's going to go into August. But the goal is I need to at least amass 1,300 points. There's 4 of us in this coalition. There's 4 people in the coalition, 4,255 points to victory. 4,255 divided by 4 is 1,063. Is there only 4 in the coalition? There's not 5? My coalition has 4, 3. 4,255 divided by 3. So I need 1,400 points to achieve victory conditions. We have applications here from Norway and Romania. I would like to see Norway added, quite honestly. In fact, I'm going to send a message saying as such. Send a message. To join. Romania does not look active. And I want to attack him. So, but 1418 is the goal for victory in this particular game. If we all get 1,418 points, 1,480 points, whatever, if we all do our part, get 1,480, then we win. 1,480, right? Is that what I said it was? 4,255 divided by 3, 1,418. If we all do our part, 1,418 points, we win this game. And there's a vast map in front of us to get that. There doesn't appear to be a whole lot of action going on in the Americas. South America may be a little busier than I like. We are moving. We should be close to the military coup stage. No, I don't have any intelligence right now. Thank you. We should be really close to the military coup stage of the game, where we start seeing people. Okay, so Argentina and Chile are at war. There's war going on in Asia. Greece and Turkey are fighting each other. India, Sri Lanka, Brazil, and Suriname. A little bit of war. I mean, there's a little bit of war going on in each corner of the world. But I'm not seeing. I'm not seeing the military coups showing up. Yeah, I there are in the North America map, there's a certain number of provinces. In this map, there appears to be fewer provinces than there are in the full North America map. but there's so much ground to cover. Like in the North America map, Georgia is like 100 provinces or whatever. It's 50 provinces. Uh, well, I think it's actually 20. South Carolina, North Carolina, all of these, they're several provinces each. So but moving across Georgia, the Alabama, all the way across the United States, this is going to take. And just simply moving, assuming it takes, 4 or 5 hours, it should take several days to cross all of the United States. Um, so there's a mobility issue that I'm concerned about, and just the ability to gobble up as much land as we need to. I'm not going to be moving into the United States. That's not my strategic priority in this particular map for me. My strategic priority, it looks like, for me, is going to be through the Balkans and into the Middle East. Um, each one of these countries has 100 victory points right now. Saudi Arabia has, yeah, like 100. And, everybody's got like 100 or so. So it's going to be interesting. There's a lot of conquering that's going to need to be done. And it's slow. It's slow. It's slow, 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 slow. Poland and Ukraine are both ahead of me in the standings on the map, but I am racing up right on their heels, chasing them down, one province at a time. So that's the update on this game. We'll do a full episode on Austria in a couple of days when things kind of stabilize a little bit. Um, yes, Tuna. This is a giant multiplayer online game. This map has 64 players in it. And the other map that I'm in also has 64 players in it. This one runs real time. 1 hour in game is 1 hour in real life. Uh, Actually, my empire looks pretty impressive when I look at it from the full screen, all stretched out in front of me like that. But my goal is to go from uh, the coast of Italy to the coast of the Black Sea and control the Balkan Peninsula. That's my first level goal. After that, I'm going to start I think my next direction. It depends on where the map takes me, because if somebody attacks me, I go after them. That's the direction I go from there. But my intention right now is to consolidate the Balkan Peninsula, move into Turkey, and uh, uh, move into the Middle East, and kind of go in this direction, south towards India, in South Asia, Southeast Asia, Middle East. That's my goal in this map right now. That could change. Could change significantly. Yes, 1 hour in game is 1 hour in real life. Now, that's how that works. Um, you have 30. If you go dormant, if you are away from the game for 36 hours, your position drops and goes to AI. If you're a member of the Security Council, which is what this means, the little laurel leaf here. If you're a member of the Security Council, which is just the subscription to the game, it gives you a couple of features that you otherwise wouldn't have. If you go inactive, you can always come back and be active. But the point where you're inactive, over that period of time, whatever it is, nobody controls your units. They go completely dead, completely dormant. They stay where they're at. If you're not a member of the Security Council, the AI takes over for you and starts moving your units over the map, which is dumb. Um, these games can last anywhere between, the shortest game I've seen has been 20 days. The longest game I've been a part of has been 60 days. This map that we're looking at here with Austria, I think it's going to go the full 60 days. So this game will end sometime in mid-August. Mid to late August is when this game is going to end. Now, the 4X speed game, let's stop sharing this screen and share this screen instead. The one with France, the one where I started the game, started the day in France. France is a 4x speed. So 1 hour in real life, our hour, is 15 minutes in game. Nope, I take that. Yeah, that's right. And 1 hour in game is 15. No, I have that ass backwards. 1 hour in game is 15 minutes in real life. 1 hour in real life is 4 hours in game. So this game will also last 60 game days, probably, but that will be like 2 weeks in real life. So we're on day 7 with this game, and I started it like 2 days ago. Meanwhile, the Austrian game is on day 3, and I started it 3 days ago. We are currently attacking. I'm playing France. I've taken over all of Western Europe here. All of France and Spain and Portugal. We are having our final battle here with Spain in Malaga. And that should be wrapped up in 44 minutes. That'll be 11 minutes in real life for the next attack. It'll be there'll be several attacks. I have an alliance here in. No, 60 is not the max number of days. 60 is how many days it usually lasts. It can go on further than that. If you haven't reached the victory conditions, it continues to go on. 60 days. I mean, it goes until it's over. The longest game I've been a part of has been 60 days. And it would have been 55 days, but I was on the road. That was the game I just closed up, just wrapped up. I was playing California in the North America map. So there's several different maps, several different scenarios. I finished a couple of scenarios on the North American map that goes basically from the Panama Canal up to Canada. And now I am playing a world map, which has, as the name suggests, all of the world. Egypt has fallen. Germany took Egypt. Congratulations, Germany. He was a chump anyway. He was a chump, a paper tiger. He had no chance against us. I'm going to go with no chance against you. So in this particular scenario right here, this game that we're playing now, I'm France. My alliance is with Germany, Poland, Mali in Africa, and Norway up here in the Great North, the Great White North. What just happened there? Okay, so here's we got full screen action going on here. How does that look on the? How does that look? That looks good. Nope, went black there for a second. And between the 5 of us, we are like, among us are the top rated players in the game, top ranked players in the game. We are currently 3 of the top 5 positions on the leaderboard in victory points. India is the top position on the leaderboard. Germany, Poland, and France are 2, 3, and 4. And then our next 2 players, Mali and Norway, are down here in 8 and 9 on the leaderboard. So, and our coalition is number 1 right now on the map. So there you go. And like I said, it doesn't necessarily. 60 days is not the limit. 60 days is about what I've seen as average. I've seen games that go 45 days. I've seen games that go 50 days and 60 days. 60 days is the longest game that I've been a part of. And in this game with France, 60 days in game is going to be about 15 days in real life. So this should be wrapped up right around 4th of July. I would be surprised if it went beyond Bastille Day. And my goal in this game, my objective in this game, other than of course getting the points to win, my objective in this game is to nuke the Philippines. Not because I'm mad at him, but because I think it'd be hilarious. He reached out to me early in the game and offered an alliance against China, saying that China was the new Nazi empire and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, dude, it's a fucking game. But what I'm going to do is instead of joining an alliance, I'm going to come and take all your land and annex your cities and nuke you. So that I think is going to be hilarious. So to that end, I am sending units over to the United States. I'm going to conquer the United States, build up a base of operations on the West Coast, and then nuke the shit out of the Philippines, which is, if I keep scrolling, I will get there eventually. There they are. There's the Philippines. Again, not mad at them. In fact, seems to be a perfectly charming individual. But now he's allied with his Nazi friends in China. So it's like, I mean, come on, dude. It's a fucking game. Jesus. Of all the dumb things. Anyway, so that's where we stand in this particular map. That's where we stand. He's actually allied with China. I think he's allied with India too. But there's not a whole lot of action going on in the Americas right now. There doesn't appear to be a lot of active players. And after the 36, it's 36, 48 hours, 2 or 3 days into the game. So we'll probably see around day 8 or 9, a whole bunch of positions go inactive. And what we see in the newspaper is an update that France and Spain are at war. We know this. What we see in the newspaper is military coup. Somebody has neglected their duties and blah, 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 military coup. And that tells you that the position has gone inactive. And that also gives you a list of people to go attack. Because if the position is inactive, I don't know if they tell you whether or not they are members of the Security Council. But if they're members of the Security Council, that's actually good because that means I thought Italy was higher ranked than that. Well, I'm going to be attacking Italy soon. I know what Italy has as far as their units that they start with, so I don't want to go attacking Italy right away. My screen went blank again. There we are. That's the one I'm looking for. Close you. Because I don't want to go attacking them because I know what they've got, and I don't have the resources to overcome what they've got right now. I need another wave or two of units. Yeah, Tuna, I've actually I was concerned about that when I first started doing these live streams. But then I realized that, the number of people watching my stream versus the number of people playing the game, the odds of them actually watching the game that I'm playing were very, very, very low. Was very, very, very low. So that's one. And then two, even if they're watching it, fine. They know what I'm going to do. It's a war game. Everybody's trying to attack everybody. Everybody's trying to conquer everybody else. The objectives of the game are not a mystery. The objective of the game is get as many victory points as you can. It's like when the Utah Jazz played. They still play. But like when the Utah Jazz was playing in the Stockton years, they were going to do pick and roll. That's what the Utah Jazz was going to do. Everybody knew what the Utah Jazz was going to do. And the Utah Jazz was like, I'm going to do this. I'm good at what we do. Try and stop us. So, fuck them. If the Philippines wants to gather intel, they know what I've got. They see what I've got. Come on at me. Come on. Bring it. They're going to have to build up a military and send it across the map and attack me. Bring it. Let's have it. Let's have it happen. Do it. They don't scare me. So they can gather all the intel they want. And then we'll fight. And it'll be great. Let them do it. So Egypt fell. And that's another one of the things I like about this game. The strategic, the economic buildup is fun, but the strategic buildup is just as fun. The last game I played, it came down to me and Virginia, basically. And I sent them a nicely worded message saying, there's absolutely no reason things have to get hostile between you and me. My victory path goes to the south. Your victory path will be second place. If you want to survive to the end of the game, you will be satisfied with second place. You can try to race me to first place. That's fine, but there's absolutely no reason why we have to come to blows because there's plenty of territory. First person to get there wins. And then later in the game, he moved across the Mississippi towards me. You can go back and see it. It's like episode 30 something. Moved across the Mississippi towards me, and I sent him a very strongly worded message. Friendly, but very strongly worded, that if I get nervous about those stacks on my border, then one of us is going to have, then things may become less than amicable, and it would be a very good idea for you to remove them so that I don't have to. Then he sent me a message back and said that he's prepared for my missiles, and that gave me the idea, like, okay, fine. Once I've already got my victory conditions established, let's see if he really is prepared for the missiles. So on the last day of the game, I launched a barrage of missiles at his homeland cities and took out 4 of his 6 cities. But he was able to knock down several of my missiles, which I thought was very impressive. And that gave me plenty of ideas for how to defend my own land when it comes time to do this sort of thing. But this is the map that I'm most interested in right now. This is the one that's just moving at a frenetic pace. A whole lot of moving pieces going on. Germany is consolidating their ground against in the Balkan Peninsula. They've taken down Greece. They're taking down Egypt, and it looks like they're going to be moving into the Middle East and cleaning up that mess over there. It appears that Poland is going to be moving south into the Ukraine and probably Romania, I'm guessing, after they finish cleaning up what's going on over here. Norway is going to be moving, it appears, east and through Finland and into Russia. The coalition we're fighting against right now is Finland, Romania, Greece, Turkey, and Egypt. So, I mean, Germany may be moving into Romania. Poland may be moving into Romania. They've got their stuff going on there in the east. I am looking west. There's plenty of open territory to the west. I'm a little bit concerned about what's going on in Africa because Algeria and South Africa are allied together. There's this little Central African alliance between Nigeria, Cameroon, Kenya, and Angola, and they're fighting against our buddy here in Mali. Although Mali is only at war right now with Nigeria and Algeria, both of the areas. Jarius, yeah, both of the Jarius. So I'm a little bit. I want to make sure he's good because if these guys all got their shit together and ganged up on him, he may have problems. But having Algeria in the north and South Africa in the south could be a problem for our boys here in Mali. Hopefully not, but I'm going to keep an eye on that situation because if they need a laser focus strike to come in and help things out, I can always throw an assist his way. Right now, my big focus is on economics and the United States and North American continent over there. I get my economics built up. I've got another wave of units coming out, and then we're going to go into more research to improve my units and get things going. To conquer the whole damn world. Goal with this 5920 divided by 5, 5920 divided by 5, 1184 victory points each. That ends the game. 1184 victory points each, and I have, I think, 125, 183. So most of us are at just under 20% of our goal in this particular coalition. Let's look at our coalition real quick. Germany is at 20% of his goal. I am just under 20% of the goal. Poland, the laggers, Mali and Norway, but they'll pick it up. They got it. We're good. We got this game. We got this game. 2 weeks it'll all be wrapped up. I'm gonna stop sharing this screen. I'm gonna go back to my Austrian Empire. I want to look and see what's going on over there one more time before we wrap up the stream, so that I can get my happy ass to work in the distillery today. I've got work to do in the distillery, and then tastings to do downtown. Plenty of time to do it all. Our coalition in this one is France, Germany, Austria. France, Germany, and Austria at the moment. We have an application from Norway, I believe, and Romania, but I do not want to add Romania to the coalition. I really would like to consolidate land between Italy, the Balkan Peninsula, and then move into Turkey. But as I said before, I go where the map takes me. So Ukraine attacked me, I'm attacking Ukraine. Poland is being attacked by Germany. No historical precedent there because this is a game. So Germany and Poland attacked me a little bit. So I'm pressuring them a little bit from the south. They've already taken Warsaw. Poland is about to fall. Ukraine is under siege. Their capital is under siege right now. What makes the regular speed games so damn hard is when you actually go and attack somebody, it takes several days for the attack to play out. You can't just go and move units and done. It's finished in 15 minutes. It can take several days for the attack to play out. So a war could take 3, 4, 5 days in real life time or a week or 2 weeks, and drag on, especially if you're evenly matched. It could take a long time. And if anything happens in real life, like, I don't know, a major power outage in the month of February, you can't continue that fight. You have to try and sue for peace. And that actually happened with us. With me, I was playing New York. I attacked Pennsylvania. Ohio decided to jump into the attack with Pennsylvania. Our units got crosswise. I attacked Ohio's units. Ohio attacked me back. And then we had a freeze and power went out. And I reached out to the dude and I said, look, I can't keep this up. I'm down in Texas. I don't have any electricity. We should settle this dispute or settle the war, go for peace, keep the territory you've got. Let's stop fighting and be allies and then take on the rest of the map. We did that. We allied up, took on the rest of the map. New York and Ohio took on the rest of the map, fought together for the next 3 weeks, 20 something days, 30 days. And then I went dormant for a day. Then he went dormant for a couple of days. When I went on vacation, he went dormant for a couple of days after I came back. And when you go dormant, your country goes inactive and you get removed from any coalitions that you're in. And then his units attacked my positions and my units. And then he basically went to war with me. And then that was the end of the alliance. So I had to retrench, regroup. I went back to war with him. He was the second place position on the map. I ended up taking over most of the rest of the map and ending the game. But the attack against the initial attack against us that we entered into, the initial war, the initial fight, that played out over the course of like 4 days. And because of real life conditions, I couldn't keep that war going up. I couldn't keep the war going. And even after that, when I had to start attacking him and finish the war, attacking California and finishing out the map, that whole end game scenario took a week, 2 weeks almost to finally wrap up the whole end game scenario. So the war, what I'm saying is these wars in real time play themselves out very slowly. It takes 4 hours to go between cities. It can take an entire day to cross a region. It could take several days to cross a country. And then if you add wars and actual battles into that, it could take You know, if it's a big battle, the whole battle itself could take several days. So just moving from Switzerland over to Kiev could take, I mean, that could take a 2 3 weeks if you had to fight for every inch of soil to go across the map. But in the 4X game, the game that goes at 4 times speed, I mean, holy shit, that game can those games, you can overrun a country in a night. I could launch an attack if I had enough units. I could launch the attack at dinner time, overrun this entire country, and be done with the war before my coffee is done being made in the morning. That's how quickly that. I mean, that's a 4 day, you know, a 12 hour 2 days, 24 hours, 4 days. I could wrap it up in 4 days. Boom, he finished before he could even respond because he's sleeping through the night. He goes to, you know, if you go to sleep early in this game, if you don't check it before you go to bed, you could be done for. Uh, so this game, the 4 times speed game, the French scenario that I'm playing is uh, it's much faster paced, and it seems to be easier. It's easier to lose, but it also seems to be easier to win, which is uh, exciting. It's exciting and it's fun. So there you go. We're gonna wrap this game up. I'm gonna head over to the distillery. We're gonna wrap this stream up. Cheers and salutations. It was great seeing you guys. It was fun talking to you. Um, It was fun talking to everybody. We will see you next time. Cheers and good evening, morning. Bye.